The 703rd meeting of the Security Council is called to order. The provisional agenda for this meeting is the situation concerning the Democratic Republic of Congo. The agenda is adopted. In accordance with Rule 37 of the Council's Provisional Rules of Procedure, I invite the representative of the Democratic Republic of the Congo to participate in this meeting. It is so decided. On behalf of the Council, I welcome His Excellency Mr. Leonard Shea Okitundu, Vice Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. In accordance with Rule 39 of the Council's Provisional Rules of Procedure, I invite the following briefers to participate in this meeting. Mr. Maman Sidikou, Special Representative of the Secretary-General for the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Head of the United Nations Organization Stabilization Mission in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Monseigneur Marcel Utembi, President of the National Episcopal Conference of the Congo, and Ms. Mary-Madeleine Kalala, Common Cause Network. It is so decided. The Security Council will now begin its consideration of item 2 of the agenda. I wish to draw the attention of Council members to document S/2017/206, the report of the Secretary-General on the United Nations Organization Stabilization Mission in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I now give the floor to Mr. Maman Sidikou.
I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to discuss with you the situation in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the DRC. As the Secretary-General's report for the MINUSCO mission of the 10th of March points out very well, the political and security context in the DRC has undergone sweeping changes in the past few months, thus necessitating an adjustment of the priorities and posture of MINUSCO. Comprehensive implementation of the political agreement of the 31st December 2016, which clearly sets the stage for the holding of elections, requires the UN's full support. Now, certain bottlenecks have developed, though, that need to be unblocked. The majority in power and the Rassemblement, the opposition, have diverging points of view on modalities for appointing a prime minister and the distribution of the key portfolios of the Foreign Ministry, Interior Ministry, Defence and Justice Ministries of the government, of the transitional government to be formed. The role that could be played here by the Senko at the end of the conclusion of the arrangement particulier is also a source of discord. The death of Etienne Tshisekedi has had a major impact on the political process in DRC, further delaying the conclusion of the arrangement particulier, the appointment of the Prime Minister and the establishment of a national committee for follow-up to the agreement of the electoral process, the CNSA.
To brief the Council today, and I look forward to ensuing discussions. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I thank Mr. Sidikou for his briefing, and I now give the floor to Monseigneur Marcel Utembi.
Monsieur le Président,
Senko would like to sincerely thank the President of the United Nations Security Council for having invited us to brief the members of the Security Council on the socio-political, security and economic situation in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the run-up to the renewal of MONUSCO's mandate. We'd like to take this opportunity to pay tribute to the ongoing support of the United Nations as they seek to maintain peace and stability in the DRC. Resolution 2277 of the Security Council quite clearly calls upon the political and social stakeholders in the DRC to engage in open and inclusive political dialogue on the convening of a presidential election in line with the Constitution.
Monseigneur Utembi very much for his briefing, and I now give the floor to Ms. Mary-Madeleine Kalala.
Monsieur le Président du Conseil.
Security Council President, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the Security Council, ladies and gentlemen, fate often has surprises in store for us. Almost 11 years ago, as I was in the same place to raise the problem of child soldiers in the DRC and the process of eradicating this phenomenon. I recall back then that we noted with satisfaction progress in that field, but it was still a matter of eliminating armed groups that were still active in the east of the country. Back then I was Human Rights Minister for Civil Society in the transitional government. Specifically, it was in July 2006, on the eve of the first free, credible and transparent elections in our country, that all of us were awaiting impatiently. And so today, against all expectations, I once again have an opportunity to address this august assembly in order to discuss the socio-political situation in my dear country. I'm honoured, and please accept my profound gratitude. Now, while back then the future seemed bright, we're forced to note that today that the efforts to reach national cohesion are virtually stalemated. The phenomenon of child soldiers is again reappearing. Since the presidential elections of 2011 and following that the failure to hold elections that were due to lead to political changes in 2016, a profound crisis linked to the legitimacy of the institutions has taken hold. The country since then has faced the spawning of new insurrectionist movements such as the Kamwina Nsapu militia in Kasai Central, Mbunda dia Congo in Congo Central, Pygmies against Bantus in Tanganyika. It also faces the return of the M23, the resurgence of small-level crime, a stagnating economic sector and leading to unemployment, rocketing monetary depreciation leading to a drop in buying power. It's also seen corruption, violations of human rights.
I thank Ms. Kalala very warmly for her briefing. The representative of Uruguay has asked for the floor to make a statement. I give him the floor.
My delegation requested to take the floor in the understanding that briefings before the Security Council are intended to brief the membership on the work of the Security Council and also to give an opportunity to share with the members of the Council what the opinion of those on the ground is, what the position, and also gives the members of the Council to share the position of our respective countries with regard to matters within the purview of the Security Council. In other words, to speak publicly. So in that understanding, President, I would like to welcome with us this morning the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of the DRC, Mr. Leonard Okitundu. I would also like to thank Mr. Maman Sidikou, Monsignor Marcel Untembe and Ms. Marie-Madeleine Kalala for their briefings. We'd also like to express our gratitude, moreover, to Mr. Maman Sidikou and through him to all of his team and to all the staff in MONUSCO for the work that they pursue in a very complex and difficult set of circumstances. I would like to once again, President, reiterate Uruguay's commitment to the stability of and peace in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And we do so not just as an elected member of the Security Council, but also in our capacity as a troop contributing country to MONUSCO, a role which we have proudly played over the last 16 years.
There are no more names inscribed on the list of speakers. I would like to thank warmly all of our briefers this morning, particularly Monsignor Utembe and Marie-Madeleine Kalala, for travelling to New York to brief the Council. Your briefings have provided us with an invaluable insight at an important moment for your country. I now invite Council members to informal consultations to continue our discussion on the subject. The meeting is adjourned.